I sometimes work with a group called Pacific Wild and the guy who runs it is named Ian Mallister. I love everything they do up there, so my hope is to go up there and get a good look at a spirit bear. Ryan Reynolds may be hiding a lot of secrets, but these rumors came to the surface when lawsuits, feuds behind the scenes, and surprise leaks shocked everyone in Hollywood. Die-hard fans and seasoned insiders alike were left wondering what the heck is going on with Ryan Reynolds. The stories you've heard about Hugh Jackman and Blake Lively might not be the whole story. They stayed together for about a month. This really hit home for me too. About a month ago, I was stuck in traffic and singing "These Dreams" by heart. I was killing it in the car, and right next to me was a bus full of high school students. It took me years to understand. I had looked over and seen that all of their jaws were on the ground laughing so hard. Ryan built a reputation for having a quick wit, a boyish charm, and a perfect marriage to Blake Lively, but even the most perfect reputations can break down when people look closely at them. One of the earliest fissures started with flirty on-stage kisses with Andrew Garfield, off-the-cuff jokes with Jake Gyllenhaal, and public spats or teases with Hugh Jackman. At first, these were just seen as comedic genius, but the same pattern kept showing up, which led to whispered questions about whether Reynolds was hinting at more than just a joke. The rumors got stronger when people noticed a strange pattern. It wasn't just good comedic timing or showmanship. Sometimes these bromances took on a sharper edge. Observers saw layers of meaning in the affectionate jabs, the public ribbing, and the occasionally tense behind-the-scenes stories that began trickling out that is also accurate and a weirdly high price as well. It was just one of those. It felt like a live-action Pixar movie. It was something that I wanted to do something where nobody was being stabbed in the face. Yes, there was almost no blood at all. I think I got a little paper cut on the movie that was about it, and something that my kids can watch, but also like I just as a parent too you want the parents need to get punched right in the heart as well. That's when Hugh Jackman's name entered the mix in a bigger way. Suddenly fans wondered if the Wolverine actor was covering for his friend or possibly throwing him under the bus. Yet nobody realized exactly how complicated things were about to become, because while friendly banter can make for great headlines, the real storm was looming in the background, tied to a major lawsuit that might destroy carefully built facades. Behind every Hollywood production there's a labyrinth of deals, contracts, and personal politics, an entire ecosystem just waiting to combust when word spread that Justin Baldoni, who directed It Ends With Us, was taking legal action against Reynolds for alleged defamation and contractual interference. Interests turned into full-blown fans of Ryan Reynolds, who is known for a string of comedy hits and charitable acts, didn't think he would be accused of things that are more common for a cunning Hollywood power player. My relationship with my dad was very complicated and hard. My dad was from a middle-class blue-collar family, and he was from the same generation as Clint Wood. Baldwin said that Reynolds hurt his reputation by calling him a predator and broke contracts. The phrase, predator, started a rumor mill. Did Reynolds really think Baldoni was guilty of something bad, or was this a private dispute that got very public? Whatever the case, the suit demanded answers, and it involved more than just Reynolds. It dragged Blake Lively, Hugh Jackman, and the whole production into territory that no one was ready to go. On top of that, the vague AEO label attorney's eyes only became a tug of war. Blake Lively's lawyers were desperate to keep some papers secret because they said they had information that could ruin not only her career but also the reputations of someone else. Because the judge partly limited these AEO designations, it was possible for many more secrets to come out in show business. I always thought I'd become a police officer like my family, so I didn't think acting was a way to get out of the house. The biggest stars often use their power to shape scripts, control storylines, and even change whole plots. Ryan Reynolds wasn't the first actor to be accused of having such power, but the claims that he used blackmail to change how the story ended were far beyond normal Hollywood rumors. According to different industry insiders, Reynolds added his own creative touches in ways that could have overshadowed Baldwin's directing authority, putting the whole production on shaky ground. It was unclear whether these were just star-driven changes meant to be funny or an attempt to change the story to fit Reynolds's personal brand. When Candace Owens jumped into the fray, she hinted that Reynolds' need for control went beyond comedic flourishes, suggesting a more complex agenda possibly related to his rumored private struggles. While no one ever confirmed the exact changes he wanted, the situation painted Reynolds as someone fiercely protective not only of his public persona but also of hidden sides he didn't want people to see. I'm really excited about this because as I've gotten older, I want to be very unlucky that I get to work in this industry and especially incredibly lucky that I get to work in it for this long. I really want to work with people who are either incredibly talented or people that I love and am best friends with. Unfortunately, Hugh doesn't fit either of those criteria, but I'm still excited because I'm a fan of Logan and that covers Will Ferrell, who I've known my whole life. Hugh Jackman's role, which was supposed to be a short cameo or casual addition at first, quickly turned into something else. Legal papers showed that Jackman was very important in depositions, and details may have linked him to knowing Reynolds' secret goals. Whether he did it on purpose or not, Jackman found himself in the middle of a lot of trouble for what he thought would be a simple professional favor for an old friend. Hugh Jackman, who will always be known as Wolverine and loved for his Broadway style, was suddenly the subject of new stories. His marriage of decades had ended, which led to questions about his personal life. Was he really a missing piece in Reynolds' crimes? Some tabloids said Jackman was a friend who was forced to go to legal depositions because of Reynolds' chaos behind the scenes. Others said Jackman might have had a personal grudge against Reynolds. Things got even more complicated when fans learned that Jackman had leaked important documents anonymously to a public figure who was known for stirring up trouble. It was said that Jackman even gave Candace Owens information to make people look more closely at Reynolds. What in the world could drive Jackman, who is known for being friendly, to hurt a longtime friend and acquaintance? I would say that they're more shocks because they have beginnings, middles, and ends. It's not just, hey there's the person and we move on, reason yeah, you said that already, but I wanted to make sure you heard it again, you think this might be the best movie you've ever seen. No, I really mean that. When the movie is this much fun, it's hard to be bad. The most basic idea of self-preservation, Jackman's own image and his ongoing role as the president of Marvel were at risk. If he thought Reynolds' legal problems could hurt his own, he might have chosen to spread the mud himself before it got to him. For years, tabloids spread rumors about Jackman's private life, citing the age difference between him and his ex-wife or the fact that he kissed male co-stars on stage. His recent split added fuel to the fire. Movie stars people wondered if Jackman's public persona had its own secrets. If so, they thought that the damage done to Reynolds might have been done on purpose to draw attention away from the real issue. Taking the bad attention off of Jackman's personal life while all the suspicions are flying, Blake Lively was under a lot of personal and professional pressure. She built her career on a persona of elegance, which included a sense of humor and a good-natured charm. Now, lawyers were circling her and linking her name to lawsuits that could hurt the couple's perfect image, from depositions to hush-hush documents. Lively watched as the public's attention shifted from her well-known parts to her possible involvement in her husband's problems. Insiders said there was a lot of stress at home, especially since there were 4 young children. I just thought we had done everything, one person said. I swear to God we hadn't done Logan yet, but I had announced it. I told them Logan would be my last movie. I was excited about the story and thought it would be great. Some people said the pair was spending a lot of time apart, which led to rumors that they might already be divorced or on their way to getting one. Lively, for her part, seemed desperate to limit the damage, pushing for certain revelations to stay under AEO seals. It was either that or risk having the unfiltered truth explode across social media and tabloids. It was still unclear whether those documents contained references to her private life, her husband's rumored secrets, or sensitive issues involving third parties, but her legal problems were very serious. Maneuvers showed a real fear of scandal on a level that could end a career. The drama reached a peak when anonymously leaked alleged text messages containing Ryan Reynolds. While the messages contained jokes and light-hearted banter, some viewers found them incredibly revealing. They pointed to phrasing and context clues that many believed suggested Reynolds was privately struggling with his identity, especially when it came to the repeated gay jokes in public skits, ranging from comedic kisses to deliberate innuendos. Fans had always chalked it up to Reynolds' sense of humor, but the leaked messages raised new questions. Why did he seem almost compelled to keep up the jokes? Why did he make so many references to male-on-male flirting in comedic situations? Many vocal critics, including Candace Owens, saw these texts as proof that Reynolds used ambiguous acting to hide while also marketing himself as a progressive and open-minded star. The real shocker was that the texts allegedly talked about a best friend who betrayed him by giving the press direct lines to exploit. With all the depositions, a lot of people saw Hugh Jackman as the main suspect. The idea that these two superstars who are known for making fun of each other on social media might be betraying each other behind the scenes was enough to send fans into a tizzy. If the defamation claims are true, Reynolds could lose more than just money. He risks tarnishing a brand that he spent years building by perfecting the comedic self-deprecating leading man routine. Works only as long as people think he's truly likable. If it turns out that he was using trickery or blackmail behind closed doors, that smoother exterior could fall apart. Hugh Jackman's job with Marvel has already been rumored to have a shaky future. If depositions show that he is a conspirator or an underhanded instigator, it won't just be backlash on social media. Big studios might change their minds. Trust and money are what keep Hollywood going. When trust breaks down in a relationship, Blake Lively's roles can disappear in an instant. She has built an impressive business and a well-curated family image. The risk could be the biggest of all the things she does to keep things from going off. Secrets under wraps made it clear that she has a lot to hide. If the public found out she was involved in any behind-the-scenes manipulations or if more personal details come to light, the damage could be permanent. For now, speculation and half-truths abound. Did Hugh Jackman stage those text message leaks to protect himself or to settle an old grudge? Could Ryan Reynolds be hiding a deeper part of his identity by using comedy to avoid direct questions about who he is off-screen? Are the rumors of a pending Reynolds-Lively divorce more than just hearsay, especially since lawyers are working hard to keep them from the public? Even more intriguing is the idea that all of these threads, lawsuits, rumors, and closet doors bromance publicity stunts all lead to the same secret goal, keeping Hollywood illusions alive. Hollywood is used to people with well-kept public pictures. Stars pay a lot of money for public relations teams to keep people interested, but this story shows that even the best-managed fronts can fall apart when faced with legal issues and personal betrayals. Movie stars people who are watching are still looking for the next piece of proof, the next slip of the tongue, or the next leaked message that could reveal the last piece of the puzzle and lead to major lawsuits. As of now, depositions are still being held and random comments are stirring up trouble. The end of this saga is not in sight. The real question is whether any of these people really knew how deep this rabbit hole could go. From Ryan Reynolds' cheeky winks at controversy to Hugh Jackman's divorce and rumored hidden life, every layer peeled back only reveals another layer beneath the fairy tale image of Reynolds and Blake Lively. They were once the envy of Hollywood, but now they stand on shaky ground, with lawsuits swirling and rumors and public illusions crashing together in spectacular fashion. This whole show shows how quickly even the biggest stars can become embroiled in scandal. In a world where fame and perception rule, a single leak or revealing lawsuit can destroy reputations with alarming speed. As viewers who aren't involved, we can only look forward to the twists and turns that are yet to come. Keep in mind that in Hollywood, the official story often hides the most unbelievable truths. If you think this is the end, you might want to think again, because tomorrow's revelat.